After spending the first 2 weeks at motorcycle rallies, we decided to check out the Adirondacks. It's a 6 million acre park that is in northeast New York, full of lakes. Because of that, there were quite a few different boat industries in the area. These are examples of some of the tourist boats that were on the various lakes in the Adirondacks throughout the early late 1800s, early 1900s. They were some of them were quite unique, beautifully restored. The museum also had a varied collection of items from the period between mid-1800 and the early 1900s. One was a taxidermy collection that featured mounts from several private collections and the museum itself. There were also examples of what the early tourist cabins and furniture were from that tourist period. One of our stops was the natural stone bridge and caves. This is a typical tourist attraction in the Adirondacks. They took a natural formation and put in some trails and different signs. It was interesting. The trail is about a mile long and circles a lot of natural rock formations and caves, and of course has the river running through it. Scary looking. Primitive. Yeah, I guess you could call them primitive.
During wilderness rock trail, what do you expect?
Yeah. It almost reminds me of a tree house.
Almost.
So now we're on top of the rock. That's pretty cool. Yep. So we're going back down. These trails are a little rocky. Whoa. Just a bit. The cave, very noisy because of the water. That was really cool. The roof of the cave. Once on the other side of the falls, there was the serenity of tide pools and the rest of the forest. It was a very enjoyable afternoon. From here, we're headed to the North Pole and Whiteface Mountain. There is an actual town in New York called the North Pole with a zip code that gets all of the Santa Claus email. It's on the road on the way up to Whiteface Mountain. The road to the summit was built in the early 30s for a little over $1 million and is called the Veterans Memorial Highway. At the top is a tunnel that takes you to the summit via elevator and a castle. It offers a 360-degree view. To the east is Lake Champlain and Vermont's Green Mountains. To the north is the St. Lawrence Valley and Canada. You can see Montreal on a clear day. To the west is the Saranac River Valley. And to the south, it's Lake Placid and the High Peaks. Our next stop was High Falls Gorge, which has been a tourist trap since the 1890s. This half-mile trail that follows along the Osabo River through a series of 4 different cascades and a network of steel bridges and groomed paths was a relaxing afternoon in the Adirondacks. Look closely in the lower right-hand corner and you will see a trout. There he is. There's one I saw him.